Chapter 16. As I started to go down, a shadow rolled over me. I turned my face to the surface. What made that sound? Like a flap of wing. Using my last bit of strength, I pulled myself toward the top. My hat bobbed up from the water. Blinking away from the burning suds, I stared up into the shadow. A shadow that flapped and shimmered above me. Bugsy! The flutter of his wings sent the water churning. The waves tossed me from one side of the bucket to the other. The bird appeared enormous now, like an airplane rocketing down at me. The dark eyes were as big as basketballs, and the bird's yellow beak clicked open and shut, like hedge clippers. The beak snapped at me, splashing the surface of the tossing water. No! I cried out, and ducked my head. Sputtering in the soapy water, I raised my arms to shield myself. Bugsy attacked again. The giant beak snapped at my head. Water splashed hard. I felt myself tossed against the side of the metal bucket. Bugsy, no! He flapped above the bucket, then swooped again, and then the giant beak clamped around my waist. I felt it cut into my skin. The bird flapped his wings rapidly. I let out a cry as he lifted me from the water and carried me high into the air. Bugsy, let me down! My voice came out in a tiny squeak. I thrashed my arms and legs. Carrying me like a robin carries a worm, the bird swooped across the living room. Let me down! Let me down! The sharp beak cut into my sides. And then the bird opened its jaws, and I tumbled out. I hit the living room floor, landing on my stomach. Oof! My breath whooshed out of my lungs. Gasping for air, I shot my arms out and tried to crawl to safety. On the windowsill, I saw the new cage my parents had bought for Bugsy. The door was wide open. Bugsy had busted out. Now the big bird swooped down and snapped me in his beak again. He lifted me high off the floor and dropped me, then lifted me and dropped me again. I landed hard on my side. My ribs throbbed in pain. I rolled onto my back, raised both hands to shield myself, but I was helpless against the huge bird. Bugsy, please, no, no! I waved my hands furiously. The bird ducked his head under them and lifted me off the floor again. Dropped me, lifted me, dropped me. I felt too weak to fight him. My body went limp from the pain. He thinks I'm a bug, I realized. He's playing with me before he eats me!